mentioned in my last video, we sold our house, and so I thought that it would be really fun to do a staged house tour. I actually have a lot of fun staging houses. This is our fourth house I think that we have sold, and I think that it's a really fun process. And also, not to toot my own horn, but every single time we sell a house, I always get lots of compliments from our agent and other buyer agents. They always think that I'm a professional house stager or an interior designer, and this time around I actually got offered a job to be a house stager twice by two different agents who wanted to hire me to stage the houses that they put on the market. So if ever YouTube doesn't work out or I get sick and tired of being a stay-at-home mom, I think that that could be a fun career option for me because I really enjoy it. I'm not a professional though. These are just things that I personally like to do, and I think that they make a good impression and they seem to have worked for us. So I will just take you guys through the house, and as we're going, I'll just kind of share with you little tips and tricks that I personally like to do. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so coming in through the front door, we will start over here. I showed in one of my last videos our living room makeover. We had just started to finally decorate this room right before we put the house on the market. I am definitely glad that we decorated this room. At first we were like, oh, you know, maybe it's okay, we're selling the house. Before, it just had these two chairs, the table, and then the couch and the side tables, and then nothing was over there. We didn't have the rug, we didn't have the curtains, we did have the table, we did have the mirrors. And so we really just added the accessories into this room, but it made such a huge difference. And especially with first walking in to the house, the front door is right there. And so this area really is your first impression of the house. And so I'm really glad that we took the time to decorate this room. I will have my living room tour linked down below if you want to know more about this room. So you might be thinking to yourself, you know, we're about to put our house on the market. Do we really need to hang pictures on the walls and decorate it when we are about to be moving? And I say the answer is yes. Something that we would do every time we had a showing, and we've always done this when our house is on the market, is we would turn on all of the lights. That's something that our real estate agents would tell us to do as well. It just makes the house seem so much more bright and open and airy and welcoming. It definitely takes a little bit of time to go through the whole house and turn on all the lights. So if you're getting ready for a showing, make sure you schedule in that time, otherwise you'll be running behind. And then another thing is that I always do fresh flowers. This is something that I always get compliments on by our real estate agent and other real estate agents. I think that it just makes an impression. Are those fresh flowers going to be the thing that makes your buyers buy your house? Probably not, but it definitely just leaves an impression. And so I just add flowers to the main areas. Okay, so now coming over here into the kitchen, dining, and living room area, we will start with the kitchen. So something that agents have always told us is to make sure that you put all of the soaps away and things like that. And so we put the dish soap and the sponges and all of that stuff underneath the sink. I do have the hand soap up there because it's kind of like decoration. But the sponges and dish soaps and paper towels and things like that always go underneath the sink. And then you just want your counter space to be really open. Any appliances that you can put away for the time being or extra decorations you want to put away. You don't want the kitchen to seem cluttered at all. You want it to be nice and open and clean. And so I typically like to keep my kitchen like that anyway, and so there wasn't really much that I had to do in here. Buyers do open up your drawers and your cupboards, and so if you have anything personal in there, I would definitely recommend putting it away. If you have a smaller kitchen, I would definitely recommend organizing the inside of your cupboards, because if the buyers open up your cupboards and your drawers and they see that it is cluttered, then it's gonna give them the impression that there's not enough storage in your kitchen. So coming over into the pantry area, the pantry is something that our agents kind of told us was a ding on our house because it's a smaller pantry. which I think is a good size, but apparently for buyers, it is a smaller pantry. And so I completely gave this thing an overhaul. I actually did a video on it. I transformed it into being more of a farmhouse pantry, and I added some decorations in there and just organized everything a lot better than what we currently had. So then coming over into here, I didn't really do much. I kind of rearranged the entertainment center a little bit to just make it seem a little less cluttered. I added some flowers, and then really the only other thing that I did in here was we had throw pillows on the couches, and I thought that it just looked cleaner and more open without the throw pillows, so I removed those for the time being. So anything that you can do decor wise that just makes everything seem more open and less cluttered, definitely do that. So then we will go into the master bedroom. We have the hallway down here. That is the powder bathroom, the garage, and then the laundry room is right there. And then coming over here is the master bedroom. So in here we did a couple of things. We hung up these two pictures that I absolutely love. I got those on sale at Target, and I just am so obsessed with them. I love them. And then I replaced the lamps to just have lamps that went better with our decor. I added a bed skirt. I think that that is huge. If you don't have a bed skirt, especially for the pictures that are gonna go online, I think it's such a huge difference between beds that have a bed skirt and beds that don't. It's something so small, but it just makes it look more clean and put together and polished. And then we had a flush mount in here, and so we just switched that out with a little chandelier. This chandelier is on Pottery Barn, but I found a knockoff version of it on overstock.com for way less, so I will have that linked down below. We actually had a version of this chandelier in our last house, and I loved it. And then we always made sure that the lights were on, like I mentioned before, and we always had the curtains up so that light could just flow into the room. We had a couple of knickknacks on both sides of our bed on the end tables, and so I just removed that. I had some knickknacks over here on my vanity, and so I just put all of those in the drawers so that that can just seem really nice and open. So then coming into the bathroom, we added the same chandelier that we have in the master in here. So a few things that I always make sure that I do with the bathroom when we have a house on the market is I typically remove the floor mats. I think that it just makes the bathroom seem a lot more open without the floor mats. It's not super practical, but when you're staging your house, you're not really thinking of practicality. You're just thinking about what makes your house look the best. So in here, we typically had the 2 floor mats, and then we would have one right here. And so I thought that it looked okay with just those 2 floor mats, and I removed this one to make it seem more open as you walk in. And I got 2 new floor mats. I think that those ones are just so cute, and I think that they just kind of tie in the kind of simple design of the master bathroom. I got those at Target. And then I always make sure that our trash is empty. You don't want people coming through your house to see anything nasty or personal in your trash. Also, that thing over there, I removed those and I put those in the garage. Our house has already sold, so it's no longer staged, so I went ahead and brought those back in. But I removed the toilet cleaner and the plunger. You can remove your hand soaps. We did do that, and I just have them in the drawer so that we can grab them, just because I wanted everything to be nice and clutter-free. I always remove the soaps from our shower. Even if you have them for showings, I think that it's definitely a good idea to remove them for the pictures of your house. Again, you just kind of want your house to look like it's a model house and that nobody is living in it. And so when people see shampoos and razors and things like that, it just kind of reminds them that it's a lived-in house, which kind of sounds silly because of course it is. I just think it helps people be able to kind of visualize themselves living here when the house is depersonalized as much as possible. Okay, so our master closet got a major overhaul. It's basically just completely staged. Before, our master closet was just a complete disaster. And that was something that was another small ding from our real estate agents, was they were saying that some buyers want an even bigger master room closet. So we wanted to basically just empty it and stage it out so that it just seemed really open in here. So we removed like 90% of our clothes and just really opened up the shelves. I recently added all of that medication. That wasn't there before, so just pretend that that's not there. But we just kind of cleared out this space. We just had that one basket up there. And then we just kind of tried to make these shelves seem just not cluttered and nice and open. Okay, so now moving down to this hallway, and then we will go upstairs. So in the powder bathroom, we didn't do much. It's just a powder bathroom. Again, I made sure that the trash was empty. And yeah, we just made sure that it was nice and clean in here. Okay, so here is the laundry room. So in here, we pretty much just hung that little picture that I got from Home Goods. And then this pretty much just stayed the same, except we kept it a whole lot cleaner than we normally do. Okay, so now we are headed upstairs. I feel like I don't go up here a ton in my vlogs. So you guys might not entirely even know what this space looks like up here. But we have the playroom over here. So in here we basically just decluttered, and that tent is actually awesome because I was able to just throw all the toys in there. We have this little table here that we got for Harper for Christmas. So we just made sure that this area was just always nice and clean. We had a flush mount up there that we replaced with this flush mount. It was like 30 bucks on Amazon. And this light just looks a lot better than just kind of the standard flush mount that was there. So it was definitely kind of worth the investment. So we definitely put some money into the house as we were getting it staged, but really just a few $100s, and it made such a big difference. So then over here, this was in Harper's room, and so we brought it out here and I added this little lamp on there. Are you having fun? Oh, are you gonna clean your horse? There you go, horse. And so I just brought this from her room and then just kind of staged it a little bit with some books and things like that. I got this lamp from Home Goods and I just love it so, so much. In here, it was a disaster before. You guys probably never saw it because I never showed it. But this was kind of, I just stored my craft stuff and things like that. So those are now up there, nice and organized. And it just kind of turned into a junk closet. There was an obscene amount of trash in here. Just like toy boxes and things like that. So we just really cleaned up this area. That's pretty much it for in here. It's gonna start to become a mess. So then down this hall, I added, I think I showed it in one of my videos, I added this picture and this little phone. And then coming in to her bathroom, I just made sure that everything was nice and clean and that nothing was on the countertops or anything like that. I really love her bathroom. This is one of my favorite rooms in the house. So then in here, I just wanted this to seem really nice and open, so I pretty much just emptied it. We normally have towels right here, but I am doing laundry right now, so those towels aren't there. And then in here, I would always open up all of the windows. This house has really, really beautiful mountain views out every single window, and so that's definitely one of the selling features of this house that I wanted to highlight. So this is the view out her bathroom. It's so beautiful. I am definitely going to miss the views that we have in this house. So in here, I removed the bath mat. Normally I had 2 bath mats right there and then one right here. I think it just makes it seem a lot more open when you aren't dealing with that kind of stuff. I am probably being the most horrible camera guy right now, but anyhow, this is her bathroom. So then coming into her room, I never did a bedroom tour of her room, but this is what her room looks like. I don't think I've ever shown this on the vlog. For Christmas, we got her this bed. Grandpa also pitched in and got it for her as well, and it is the most beautiful princess bed. She undid that one side. She likes to undo the curtains and close the curtains so she can be sleeping in like a little cocoon. So in this room, we actually didn't have any pictures hung up, so we hung up this. It was one of those things that we were getting around to. We never got around to it. So we hung up this mirror that we already had, and then a picture over there that I already had that I bought before Harper was born, and then a picture over here. So I just kind of kept it really minimal. The theme for Harper's bedroom is a traveling theme, and I really love it. I love that this theme goes easily from nursery to being like a little girl's room. So I didn't go too crazy in here with decorations. I definitely just kind of wanted to keep things simple. And then I just made sure that everything was always nice and clean. This bed is a little bit hard to make the bed, and so I would just fold her bed like that. And then something that I started doing was I put her toys in the 2 bottom drawers of her dresser, and that made it super easy to clean her room. Then heading into here is the guest bedroom. I did a whole guest bedroom makeover video on my channel. I'll have that link down below if you wanted to go watch it. I spent like $100 or $200 and I completely redid this room. It looks a million times better, so much more bright and open than it was before. I think that the white bedspread definitely helped with that. Before we had a really dark bedspread, and then again adding the bed skirt I think helped a lot as well. And that is the house tour. We do have a basement, but this video has probably been super long, so I'm just gonna skip that. So that is our staged house tour. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and maybe got some tricks if you guys are getting ready to put your house on the market. And yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Okay, what'd you make for me?
I made spicy.
It's really spicy? That's really hot. That's really hot. I need some milk.
I got it too.
Is that milk? Can I have some? Oh, thank you.
I feel sick.
It was so spicy, I couldn't even believe it.
I got it too.
Yeah. Can I have some cake?
Cake?
Yeah, I really want some cake.
No cake.
No cake? Can I have ice cream?
No cake.
No ice cream. Can I have a banana?
No.
No banana. Oh, I'm gonna eat this cake right here. Come.
Can I say more cake?
You want some cake? Okay. Whoa, that was a big bite. That was so delicious.